Hello, beloved. Welcome to yet another session, our seventh session in this series on unleashing your hidden potential. We've done a number of sessions discussing connection to the divine and the source of everything. The divine, we are saying dive in, the dive in or the divine, the double vine. This where everything comes to create others. The atom that breaks up from other beings. And we are now advancing towards the much higher understanding. And I thought we would now follow it up with this principle of potential, to understand what potential is. That the divine at the source, at the Allah, the Father, is about potential. Everything is already contained within and is potential, but it has not yet become. We shall also do a session on becoming. That we must appreciate that potential. If you don't know the potential, then it's difficult to bring out other things that are within in order to bring them out. So in this session, I want us to share onto how to tap into the untapped treasures that lie dormant within you, waiting to transform the world if only you could release them, because you have the potential of the Father within you. And I want to use an allegory that I learned from one of the great teachers that I respect very much, Miles Monroe, about dying empty, about the importance of dying empty. I'm sure he also learned it from someone else, because remember we said all knowledge belongs to the Father. It's from source. We are just emissions. We are just emitting it. Ourselves are an emission, but we also come with things that we can emit, or we tune into things that we can emit. Just like I've tuned into these lessons and now I'm able to emit them to you. Just like we help people to heal every disease, any disease, by just tuning into the divine light and washing them of all their illnesses and all their situations, if only they can be receptive to that. So there is a lot of potential. People, we are told that actually my late earthly father, the Sister Ignatius Akiki, may you rest in peace, used also to like this, that the graveyard contains a lot of treasures that have not been seen. Our world cemeteries contain not just bodies, but untold treasures that make the divine weep. Unwritten books, stories, and wisdom never shared with the world. Now imagine me, I spent a lot of time working in the journalism and communication industry. Then I branched off into developing tech tools, then started digital learning, mastery, and I've even built digital learning platform, a leading digital learning platform in Yaka Digital Network that is being used by millions of learners every month. Now I'm here teaching the truth, the divine truth, the ultimate truth. We contain a lot of potential that can be buried with us when we leave this world and we don't bring it out. But of course, this is the Atanalia, also lower understanding, thinking that when you die, and nothing dies really. There is no death in the sense we think that God will always use other people, will always, even us, we are not here for the first time. But I hope you get the point about potential, that we are sent people, we are sent entities to come and exhibit the goodness of the Lord, the power of the Father, to bring heaven on earth. And there are a lot of unbuilt businesses, factories, stores, services never established, unexpected talent, unexpressed talents, art, music, innovations, gifts, never revealed. And it's our job that we can really bring this to the fore, because otherwise we are giving a lot of wealth to the grave, so to speak, at that level. Because each grave potentially holds dreams that could have changed humanity, but were never brought to life. And we don't want you to be among those people. So which brings us this principle of dying empty, because there is a lot of potential in us that we need to bring out to become that which was put in us, and make this world contain a lot of glorious things that exhibit the Father, the source of everything, the ultimate power. And this is what this journey is about. And this very principle of dying empty is about fulfillment. Remember, we're saying the truth. When you learn the truth, then you learn how to live life in a fulfilled way. You aim towards fulfillment. It's why we are here. Full, huh? Like you already are full, then you feel. So to have that mental that is full and feels the mentality, it's what fulfillment is. Those are three words: full and feel, mentality, meant fulfillment. So dying empty means using everything you were given before your final day here on earth, so that when you leave the world, you have deposited all your gifts within, the talents and potential into the world, so that the world can grow and manifest into others. You see, some of us, we are telling you we develop tech tools, but we are developing on other developments that were done by others. You know, all of us do build on what our grandparents did, our ancestors from the father. It's a chain. And the greatest tragedy is not the disappearance from this world by itself that you call death, but arriving at that point of leaving the world with your best still inside of you. It is something we need to wake up to and know and ask the Father continuously in our life, what is it that you have put in me that I need to give to the world? And it's how I also arrived at this. Of course, you are having a successful career when you are teaching at university, a leading university, when you have studied at top university like Berkeley. You think you are doing very well until you ask and you're told, there is still a lot that you need to offer. Instead of pursuing this line. Again, that's why we're saying talk to your Father within, and you'll get to know what it is that is in store. So this is about potential, is about understanding that we have potential at birth, at primary level, and we are here to bring this to the fore, to express it, like we said, and to bring out this treasure within you. The unseen dreams, visions of what could be that have not yet manifested in reality. All those things you feel, all those things you want to achieve, the world is waiting to witness them, and they can only come from you. The unrevealed ideas, solutions, concepts, innovations, you know, waiting to be expressed by you or by those that you will help to see the light. Untapped power, strength, courage, and abilities you haven't yet accessed, that you could access from the Father and show to others. And sometimes all you need is light for people. Just give them a little light, like I'm doing. That if just 5 people can tune in and get to tap into their natural original abilities, they will be able to bring out a lot of God's power, a lot of the Almighty's power, a lot of Allah's power that can go forth and lighten up this world, bring more things that were not seen to become seen, because you tap into the ultimate source, which is the unseen. And of course, the hidden destiny, the person you are meant to become that haven't yet evolved into. You remember you are. All of us are I am. I am, so are you. And I am is God, is the God quality, the Father's quality. I never used to understand these concepts. And when I understood them, you really humbled my brothers and sisters to know that the Father is in the Son. Why Jesus told us that when you see him, you see the Father. The Father is in the Son, just like the Son is in the Father. There is no other way. There is no Son without a Father, and there is no Father without a Son. And by son, I mean a child, an offspring, not necessarily male-female connotation. Once you understand this, you'll know that why in our African traditions, all our grandparents call us their husbands, their wives if you're female, their brothers, it is, there is a wisdom in it. You know that it is the Father, the Son that makes the Father. And yet the Father is necessary to make the Son, which is about the unity we're talking about, the divine unity, that in divine mysteries, in divine unity, everything is one. At birth, you already come with your grandchildren, just like you're representative of your great-great-grandparents. And it is all one expression of the divine. And ours is to make sure that we live this promise, to bring out whatever it is that the Almighty has deposited within our own individual capacity, our own individual being. And remember, we said individual is about within the divided. What is within the divide that can't be divided more? So you are living, you notice that all of us, whatever we are a living treasure chest containing more value than many of us can realize. And the question is, will you open that treasure chest before it is buried, before it leaves this existence, this life of now, so that people can tap into what you bring forth and it benefits others. So we are saying learn to understand your potential. Don't impressed by your achievements of today. Many people become trapped by experiences, by their previous achievements, and they tell us this is the biggest enemy that you can have. When you reach a milestone and then stop pushing forward, you think you have arrived, you become irrelevant. I know many of us, when you look at the trajectory of life, you will notice that every day you live a dream that was there yesterday. But our journey is to continue this expression, continue pulling within you what it is that has been deposited within, so that the world can see more and more. Remember that the greatest enemy of future success is your last success. If you think you have done it all and you have achieved, I would be a comfortable lecturer in a university, and I would never have developed any single technical tool if I hadn't challenged myself. If I developed that and I would just be managing a company. Now here I am teaching, and I don't know what else the Almighty will tell me to unleash to you people, so to speak. So your previous accomplishments are great, and even your current ones, but they should be stepping stones, not resting places. Each achievement should open your eyes to how much more lies within you, not to convince you that you have done enough. Know where you have come from. There was a time when walking, starting to walk was your goal. Your parents looked forward to you sitting, to you starting to talk. All these were milestones at one time. But you don't go around now telling everybody how you can walk, because walking is born within every human. Nobody teaches any child how to walk, how to eat, how to sit, how to move, how to run. It is the expression we are talking. The potential is always inborn. It is always within. Yours is to bring it out. And that's why when it doesn't happen, the world wonders. But remember, like we said, discovering, there are many things that are covered that are not known. Like now we are bringing to you these mystic words to understand what they are meant for. So those ones you have to dig deep. They are not usual like walking and eating, and which is available for everybody. So while you have to live in the flow, you achieve this in the flow, but you need to have a hunger within you. You need to have an urge within you that tells you there is yet more that needs to flow out of you. And you have to resist, for once at least, what you have to resist, if you must. I remember I've just done a session on living in the flow, is to resist this settling. When you settle for less than your full potential, you not only rob yourself, but generations to come. Your unused gifts could have, for example, solved problems that will now persist, could have created opportunities for others that will never materialize, could have built legacies that would have benefited your descendants, could have impacted lives you'll never meet in ways you can't imagine. We are all using phones that are made by people we don't know. So settling makes you a generational thief, as I think this gentleman taught. It's why I picked this principle, that you're a generational thief if you settle. You steal possibilities from the future. Miles Monroe. And so it's still you're flowing, but you're letting the Almighty's power that has been deposited within you to flow endlessly, to flow endlessly. Don't say now that this has come out. Now that I have a computer, I'll not have a phone. Now that I have a phone, I'll not have a car. Now that I have a car, I'll not have a house. Now that I have a house, I'll not. You are an endless stream of possibilities. You're an endless vessel of capacity that can bring forth a lot of the Almighty's power to come and flow from and within you, and to be able to be of benefit to others. So you have to know, brothers and sisters, that none of you, whichever state you are in, none of you is an accident. Just like no item, creation of the father, whichever small insect is a mistake. Each has its role. For you are created, actually, I can read you from Psalm here, Psalm 139, 13, 15. And I want to encourage you, brothers and sisters, this is not about religion. Read these spiritual books and understand. And one of the books you really need to read is the Psalms in the Bible, because they're about that divine communion with the Father that we talk about, which this is about. That when you commune in, you get the messages that you're able to speak out, and they bring out the beauty of that source, of that where we all come from, and that which we're here to exhibit. In this specific Psalm 139 that we're reading, 113 to 15, says, "For you created my innermost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." We've already said that we're all emanations of this one being who knew us before we were born, who knew us before we came to be seen. And we have to continue tapping in this unseen realm, speak out we were once a potential, you know, we were once in our grandparents' bodies, hidden potential there. So if they don't release us, the world we cannot see what we are doing, including this. If my father had not met my mother and let me out, even if we take it at that very principal level, I would not be here doing this. So they fulfilled that which was within them by bringing me forth, bringing you, and bring everybody that has come forth into this world. There is a package that is within. You are hereby divinely designed, not random chance. Every aspect of you being was purposely crafted with intention to bring out that which will give more glory to the Father. So your uniqueness, your specific combination of talents and abilities, personality, perspective, experiences, insights, all exist to fulfill a purpose only you can fulfill. There is something inside each of you that is special. Otherwise, the Father would not have sent you out here. You would not have come out here if you do not have something special to deliver. And this is the best kept secret, ladies and gentlemen. The most profound secret in the universe is about you. But I'm saying you because I'm looking at you from the other side. It's about I am. It's about me. Eh? Because when Jesus I told you that you cannot go to the Father except through me, it means the me that is in you, the me that is in everybody. You have to go to me in order. You are the one that is unfolding. There is no here or there. It is only you who is there. When you are here, you say, I'm here. And you say there. When you go there, there becomes here. Then here becomes there. You are the one unfolding in everything. This I beg that you can really understand these simple divine principles. So your true identity, who you really are beneath the layers of conditioning and compromise, what they tell you are this, you're from this tribe, there is that inherentness, that which is there. It is there before you start understanding. There is your full capacity, what you are truly capable of when operating at your maximum potential. If you can, you have to tap in. That's why I'm saying divine connection. Connect to the divine so that you can know and bring out all that which has been put in you, which is your ultimate purpose, the specific contribution you are designed to make this world. The secret is kept inside you because if it were revealed to others, they might not believe it. Only you can bring it out. And nobody, it's not in school, it's not in church, it's not in dreamers, it's not in fortune tellers. It is only you who has to tune in and bring it out. And it's very absurd if you are going to take this back to go back to the unseen, because other people might not have the best chance. You agreed to come here because with the Father you knew that you're coming to bring this here. And this means that you tap into the available keys to unlocking this potential that you have within you. And the first key is knowledge, learning principles that govern growth and development. Remember, knowledge is different from knowing. Knowledge is about having an edge with what you know, making what you know give you an edge. What have you learned? It's why we are doing all these sessions, so that you can understand that I'm connected to the Father. So once you know it, how does it give you an edge is when it becomes knowledge. But otherwise, the knowing is already within you. You know it. You know it. No, who is talking like I asked you before? Like who is talking? Who is moving these hands when I move them? Who is that who tells do this? Who moves your fingers? Who digests food? You know that you're connected to a power beyond that which you can see. You know that when you sleep, you are in other realms. You know when you dream that you don't want to live in the physical. We know this, but how are we using it for get an edge in this world, to get an advantage? An edge is an advantage. To operate, remember, everything is like at the precipice of what people call bad and good. If you remember, we talked about the laws. We have done a book on the laws, and we teach a lot on the laws. If you master the laws of the universe and life, it's part of the courses we offer. Remember, you can sign up to take our courses. Many of them are free. Even these things that I'm training, we already have over 350 PDFs with these lessons that you can learn at once together. You can just comment that, send them to me, and I will share a link, the course, or we share with you these PDFs. So you can learn and grow, and we make this world much better. But get this, the knowing has to be turned into an edge, because we are at edge. Remember, we said there is in the law of polarity, bad and good, cold and hot, they are all one thing. There is just an edge where there is a difference. So for you to get that difference and be able to live to your potential is where the edge is. Then, of course, we are talking about truth, accepting reality about yourself and your circumstances. Where God has placed you is where you can make the best contribution. Don't cry about your parents and the nature. And I think I can take this chance to unload this divine mystery that the Almighty Father has told me, that rarely do we know that He is hidden, or it is hidden in people we think are in unfortunate circumstances. The people you think are unfortunate, poor, lame, disabled, the Almighty hiding there. Oh, the Almighty power hiding there. I wish you can see it. I wish you can see it. You see, the Almighty is the one showing up in everything. And where you think it is less, it is where it's actually more. I hope I haven't said too much. But the truth, when you know the truth, like they say, the truth shall set you free. The Almighty cannot send someone who is lame. He just wants to show his power in a disguised way. Cannot send someone who is challenged. All these diseases you are talking about, is the Almighty hiding. The Almighty power is hiding there to communicate whatever it is that one plan. But so whatever situation you are in, know that you are a full embodiment of the Almighty Father, and that divine spark should shine whatever it is that has been put for. Even if you just heal one person, even if you just teach one person one lesson, you never know what it will light out in this world. One candle can light 1 million candles. So never underestimate the potential that God has put in you. Then connection to source, we have already said, maintaining relationship with the creator. It's very important to go within and know that everything within you and out of you, of course, is an emanation from the Father, in as much as what is out emanates from you. You only see that which is within you. And of course, you have to take action in order to implement what you learn consistently, one step at a time. It's how the life you have lived has been. You are not the way you were yesterday. You are not the way you were the day you were born. So the key to freedom is have an edge with what you know. And the key to have knowledge. And the key to knowledge is the truth, that you are connected to the Father, you own the Father. And the key to the truth is that the one who made, the manufacturer, the God, the Allah, the divine source, the great spirit, the source energy, the supreme being, if you know that that supreme being is the one that brings forth the truth, which is our connection in him to exhibit, to bring out whatever it is we are doing, then you can live a life of true potential that has been unleashed into the world. We don't want it to stop at potential. Potential is to be released. And what stops this potential is this ignorance. We all know. I usually tell people that when you grow, you understand that ignorance, they say ignorance is disease or is greater than disease, or the disease of ignorance. Ignore, you only ignore what you know. We all already have a knowing within. The greatest enemy of human potential is ignorance. Ignorance is not really not knowing. It is like not taking what you know, like not giving it enough attention. Remember, we said it is what you focus on. So you get these insights, the Almighty communicates to you, and then the good information you don't get, you give only attention to what has already been shown. Yet what is being seen is like dead energy, is already there, is not the most new thing that can work. Huh? So we have a lot to bring within. So to understand who you truly are, why you are here, what you are capable of, how to activate your gifts is within. You have to tap within, to go within and get it, and listen to yourself. See what happens when you act. Because when you ignore this potential, it keeps your potential dormant and dreams unrealized, and it's a prison with invisible bars that most of us never realize we are behind. You have all this potential that's within you, and you are being held by expectations of others. They were also shown what they were shown. So while we follow our cultures and traditions and laws, please know those do not make you. They are not your source. They are not your manufacturer. The manufacturer, the ultimate manufacturer, is the one with the answer, and you have to tune in to get that answer. Otherwise, you're going to die with the potential that you have. And as we are told in Hosea 4:6, we are told God said, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." That when you don't tap into your knowing and use it to your advantage, you have an edge in it, then you're going to live a half life. And many of us, of course, we want to live a full life. To say that I lived, in my language, they say that ndoho omulindi bagulire, that I'm here and people have had my work. There is my trace across, not just in having children, not just in building buildings, but you have left new ideas. You have tapped from the source, the unseen. You have brought new ideas, new inventions, new ways of explaining things, new concepts. And the world is better because we had you come here and exhibit the true power of source, the true power of God, which is what is within everybody. But whether you bring it out or you let it go is what is the real challenge of the assignment at hand. So to break through your current limits, your present achievements represent just a fraction of your capacity. Remember, we represent an unlimited being. Omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, omnibenevolent. Now, if that is what you represent, you cannot be comfortable or be satisfied with just what you already have. Not that you should be greedy, but we are saying be open, go within, ask the Father, what is it? Show me what you want me to do. Show me, tell me what you want me to understand so that I can grow in serving you, in bringing out that which is you have put within me. So that means that you live an open life. Yes, there are people who have been there. There is the Bible, there is the Quran, there is the Pikata, there is the Torah, there is the Tao Te Ching, there is the Bhagavad Gita. There are all these books here. But what is God saying today? You know, one of the things I told you in my conversations with the divine, they asked me that, why do you think that I stopped writing? Why do humans think that that the Almighty wrote once and then that is the only word? Like, you humans, don't you even reason? Like, even if you use your reasoning capacity, you don't know that communication continues. If it was written and only that should be, how about the new things that are coming up? So God is in a continuous manifestation, a continuous bringing out of the potential that is unmanifest and making it manifest. And it means we have to tune in for more messages, for more knowledge, for more guidance. And this means that you challenge current assumptions, question the limits you have accepted about yourself and about others. Ask others what potential they see in you. Many times, like we said, that's why community is important. You might not see something that other people see in you, and it can guide you towards some of your hidden potential. Then embrace discomfort. Growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone. You cannot grow if everything is comfortable. Many of the great things that countries, people, communities do are when they are faced with difficulties. It's what brings the power in you. So that's why we said, please be slow with the challenges. Ask what you have to learn from them. All these things we call challenges, including they come to bring out the best in you. Your body would never heal. Your cells in the body are made to be able to heal you. but they can never heal if you never get a wound. So sometimes for you to know that you can heal is to get a wound. You take it like a bad thing. So whatever, all the challenges that you are facing, because God has counted you worthy and given you capacity to overcome that challenge. There is no challenge that you face that you do not have the power to learn from or to overcome. And you have to bring that out. And of course, you know, it is an incremental stretching. You consistently push slightly beyond your current capacity, and you find that you are there. It's how the whole journey of life and manifests all the time. It's how it unfolds. So there is a weight that comes with carrying unused gifts. You know, you will know it that you are not living up to your all your possibilities, and it will burden you. Subconsciously, you feel that weight on you. So it is very important that you realize this potential and give it out. It's why we are in a continuous searching. We are seekers. Until death you are seeking. It's why for us here, we say we are in ultimate mastery seekers. We are seeking to master our divine connection, and you never know what you will bring out at any time. Because you have brought out this does not mean because you are 8 does not mean the 81st year is not there. Because you have brought out a computer, you can still bring out another machine that the humans can use and live better. So this manifests as the unexplained dissatisfactions, persistent feelings of there must be more. When you see envy, when you see others fulfill their purpose, regret in moments of honest recollection, all these show that there is something more in you that you need to bring. And you need to unleash that potential. So the longer the potential remains dormant, the heavier the burden becomes. And relief comes from you being able to tap in, know it clearly, and start releasing it bit by bit. And you can live in this truth that there is something that you brought in this world. There's something special that you have come to deposit. Your life is not about what you can extract from the world. Many of you live, what will I get? Ndafunaki, ndafunachi. Like it does minimal low groundwork. Everything has to contribute to this cosmos. Remember, we said the universal law of oneness. Everything is interconnected. What you contribute to the world is what is important. You contribute, then get. You contribute, then get. You arrived with a divine deposit that only you can make. Please, we need it. No human came into this planet empty. You came to make a deposit and meet a purpose. If you don't, then you are a generational thief. You are a generational loss and a thief of what you came to deposit. So the question is not whether you have something to give, but whether you will give it before your time in this world of the sin is up. So this is not really a warning. I'm not that kind of, because it is always well at the source. It is always well, but it's good that you learn about and give out this potential. It's about the quality and the amount of godliness in your years, not just how many years you live. Bring out whatever it is that you have been put in you so that the world can benefit from it. And there are many signs that can help us to see whether we have a lot of untapped potential. Recurring dreams. If you have the same vision, keep popping up in different forms. I used to be there and get visions. I would see like myself holding like 15 hills of this city of Kampala, holding them, and then I would wake up quickly and wonder what is this. Then I would be there and I get visions of like an accident going to happen, and I go and I stop a car and grab out a child. So many visions before I learned that I have extraordinary healing powers. Of course, not that I have, remember they are for the I, including you have them, because the I is in all of you. The I is the one that is. The I, the I, the I, the I. So when I say I have, it's even you have. Eh? Because the I is in you also. It's why we're telling people, please come get healed, come get healed. We are ready to help you to connect to the divine source of ultimate health, wholeness, so that you can live life comfortable and well, and live facing these challenges as they come that derail you, showing that you're sick and not well here, not well here, and wash them away with God's ever existing life, which is the firstborn of the Father. Shall have a session on light and why it's extremely, that light is the what washes away everything. When you know that in God, if you're connected to the Father, you cannot be sick. You cannot be, you cannot, you like everything should go. It wherever it comes from, it will go back. So if you did not have it, it cannot be yours. But many of you move around claiming diseases, claiming bad situations, claiming, all these uh, until you learn. But you have to learn to listen to your dreams and visions. Huh? We all get them. We all get them. Even now, I get them. Me, I could get uh, the Almighty would show me out standing and putting my hand up and drawing light and helping heal millions of people. It's why now I know that wherever you are, in whichever country, I do not have to meet you physically. I can help transport the light of the Father, the loving Father to you, and you can get healed. Please feel free to contact us anytime. This is for God, not for me. It is not for this me. It is for the me that is in everybody, not for this image, but for all images of the Father. Then an explained frustration is another sign. Feeling irritated with your current state without clear reason, you know that there is something in you that you need to bring out. Inexplicable fascinations, strong interest in certain subjects without obvious cause. Some of you are interested in cars, in driving, in rally, in football. There's something in you that you need to bring out from that fascination. Natural abilities, if you have skills that come easily to you, but remain undeveloped, you have something not yet given. Me, in my book, one of the first books I did, Becoming Ultimate Masters, which is about really connection to the divine and living a fulfilled life, which is available on Amazon and freely on my website for those who want to download it. I told you my father started calling me master when I was in senior one, when I just joined high school. And he would write to me these letters, Master Gerard Msing, and I would wonder why my father would call me a master. But even him, I'm not sure that he knew. I never asked him why. But until he passed, may his soul rest in peace, Akiki. But you see, we all have natural abilities. We have them. We have them, and we need to be able to recognize them, work with our community, our brothers and sisters, our parents, recognize these natural abilities and bring them to the fore. If you see them and they're not developed, then it's a sign that there is a hidden potential that you are going to live without giving. So for me, if I had just stayed working as a journalist where I started, I would not be probably a lecturer in top universities. I would not be a tech developer. I would not be able to bring forth like new knowledge, like in digital pedagogy, digital learning, and I would not be able to train all the people that I've trained. But it's an unfoldment because you continue to be tuned to be shown what is there. Even tomorrow, I don't know. Probably I'm going to be among the best farmers in the world or in my village, or to be a village, whatever it is that has been put in you is for the good of the world and you can feel it. But certainly I flow a lot in this training. Now I can see why my father, I'm a teacher. It's why I can comfortably say I'm Master Gerard Businge. I am a student, and once you're a good student, then automatically you become a master. Because remember, our ultimate job in this world is to teach, learn, teach, learn. For those who have read or accessed the course in Miracles, you know this fact very well. Then inner conviction, some of us have a sense that you are meant for something specific or something even much better than currently experienced. And then there are what we call divine nudges, subtle pushes that certain path or opportunities exist or you have missed them. And we all get these. And it's our purpose to ask, oh, what was that? Please, Lord, tell me what it is that I have to know. Let me know what I need to know and what I need to do. And you thank the Father for having heard your prayers all the time. It's the divine law. So these are not random occurrences, but signposts pointing towards your buried treasure, which you need to bring out. We've all learned with time. You see how long I have taken. Like I told you, I had to go in a coma. I had to have another near-death experience with no lacking oxygen for more than a month before I woke up to this reality. There are all these nudges before I understood that I'm always healthy, I had to get very, very sick, to near death so many times. And then it was revealed to me, you're not sick, because they treated me and I couldn't get healed until it became very clear. Now I live in perfect health and I no longer have to go to take your medicines. And I'm not saying you don't take medicine, but when you grow, you get to access higher and higher presences of the Father, and you live in freedom, but also you exhibit that um, which is within as sent through you by the Father. So uncovering your potential requires the deliberate excavation, one of self-examination, what naturally energizes you, experimentation, what new things you can do you see? Try new things to discover the hidden talents. And then you have to learn what others with similar gifts have done. Like me, I told you, I have read you people. I have read my brothers and sisters. I have read. Hmm? I even don't know. What I have read is almost what is not. I have read, but also it has helped guide me to go within. I have read most religions that I have landed on. Everything I see, I read, I learn. And I'm glad that it has all strengthened me, and it has made me to see that the divine path, the divine truth is one, that we are all connected to the Father, and we are here to seek the Father's expression, to know and continue the connection so that we can express the Father always, so that more and more of the great source, the great spirit can be seen and manifest in this world. Mentorship, seek guidance from those who see your potential. Like for us now, who know the truth that you have God's potential. It's why we offer mentorship service, coaching and mentorship. Please feel free to sign up for that service because we commit time of others. For that, really we charge, and we hope that you can afford our fees, so that you live to your full potential. We can work with you at a spiritual level, at the mental level, and train you so that you can be in charge of this physical life and live life to the fullest, live a fulfilled life. Reflections, you can write about patterns in your own life, in your life successes and challenges that you can see and reflect on and say, oh, so this was it when I got this nudge. The other time it was this. Sometimes we forget. So writing really does help. And of course, prayer, a continuous petition, like we said, unceasingly. If God is communicating and always, then you must ask, what is that? What are you telling me, God? What should I do here? Please show me, tell me, let me hear you, allow me to do this. You must continuously be seeking your creator to reveal what has been placed within you. And the treasure won't excavate itself. You must actively dig to discover it. It's why this journey, this drama, this athlete drama is there. It's actually a game that you come from source, you know yourself that you are a being of God. We all know it at source, but we come in this drama of forgetting through the veil of forgetfulness. So we forget, then we come here and be like we are powerless and we don't know. And then we go back to the Father. It's the game. It's the game. And to master this game, we're saying, please know your oneness, tap into the power, and keep going back to the divine. Ask, ask, and whatever you seek shall be given. Because there is a cost to staying buried, leaving your potential untapped, exacts a heavy toll on you and your generation. That's why you hear about generational karma, ancestral karma. There is a personal cost, the knowing emptiness of knowing you could have been more than you currently are. There is a relational cost. The relationship never formed with those who needed your gifts. You know, your whole generation that is coming after you would have been better if you had done better in a given way and you didn't. Then there's a societal cost, the problems that remain unsolved because your solution stayed buried. Now, me, I'm glad there are many things I've not communicated because when also you dig deep, you take long to communicate about this. But when I learned that where I come from in the kingdom of Kitara, we call it Kitara, but it's actually Kitara. It's the kingdom of light, the kingdom of the moon and the sun. That in our culture, there is a lot of knowledge. And it has helped me a lot to understand, again, the sacred texts that have been written across the world. And to all our sayings, revisiting them, it has helped me to see the greatness of the people that lived before us, including what I told you, the knowledge that exists with these people, with all the ancients, that we are all part of that whole ancient history. And we can live, if we understand it clearly, we can tune into those powers that these people glimpsed, and we also can glimpse them and live a much higher life and tell truth like this, like the truth I'm telling, which is not a truth of one village, of one country, of one planet, of one continent. Tell global truth, not just global. Tell the truth of beyond constellations, beyond planets, because it's all one life, and we are connected to all of it, and we can tap into that which it is giving, but also give it what is within us, so that we can create a much better life for our individual self and others that we interact with. And of course, the spiritual cost is the disconnection from purpose that leads to existential emptiness. You know, if you don't bring from the unseen that which you are given, then you live empty, and every day you delay is another day the world is deprived of what only you can offer. And we are called to tap into this emptiness, the source, the 0 point within, so that we can get revelations of that which we can do and we're yet to do, and we can accomplish and we're yet to accomplish. And we must have the courage to begin. Starting the journey to unleash your potential requires courage. Many never begin because they are afraid of failure or judgment. Don't think that, for me, who was a university professor, you know, a high-level consultant with all international agencies, UN, World Bank, that to come and start teaching this truth, it's taken me a lot of courage building, I should admit. It's been a lot of clothes removing to come to these basics and teach this basic truth, but also the most important truth. The biggest job that you can ever have is to teach the truth. So of course, many of us are afraid of failure or judgment, and we don't get to do the things that we should, overwhelmed by the size of the vision. Like I told you, for me, when I started getting these visions, how can I hold the whole country? How can I hold the stop accidents that are not nearby? How can I, now if I tell you that we see accidents in other countries and stop them, it's the Father's power we are bringing to be. I don't have to be known. If I tell you the people I have rescued, of course, that would be ego. And God forgive me even for stating it. It's not necessary to know. But the Almighty we have accepted to be used of the Father, and we are able to be a vessel of expression of his power. We're able to see many things very, very far. I mean, many of you people we have met, God has done a lot of work through us to you that you will never see, you will never know. And it's not important that you know. When you grow to the higher level, you know that it's not important that people know, because it's the Father, not you, not this me. It is the me that is universal in everybody that is doing. Then uncertainty about the exact path to forward, and that's why we're saying go back within. When you feel uncertain, ask, and the way shall be shown to you. And of course, we're here to guide you. We offer, like I told you, we offer counseling, we offer coaching, we offer therapy, we offer tuning, for those that want really to go towards the higher purpose. And of course, if you are comfortable in your current circumstances, you can also be limited. So remember, courage isn't absence of fear, but action in the face of it. We all have these fears. What will people say? What will my colleagues say? What will my fellow teachers at the university say? What will all these consultants, all the students I taught, now they will think, some people even equate knowledge of the divine or spirituality to madness, or people like in Africa here, spirituality has got a negative connotation. When you have power over the unseen, it's sometimes even taken to be witchcraft. Yet witchcraft just means bad craft, bad work, bad acts, bad actions. And yet the bad actions are the ones you're living with. The real witchcraft is living outside your potential, not bring out this potential and making it serve the world. So the legacy that you need to leave is one where you have looked at every potential and brought it out, brought out all the light that you had within you to be able to shine for the world. So those who successfully empty themselves before they leave this world leave behind tangible contributions. Books, I've already written more than 10. Businesses, I have started more than 5 businesses. Some do art, inventions, and other physical manifestations of their gifts. They live lives transformed, people who were changed through their influence and example. That's why me, I'm doing these lessons. I'm not looking for a big audience. God brings it, well and good. But I know one or two people will realize their true potential from these sessions that I'm doing. I know many others have done, and I'm adding my voice. I know that there is someone who will see better light from this that I'm doing. Don't be discouraged by the seeming little contribution that you can make. There's no little contribution. If one piece of hair is not on your body, there is something you miss. So you are a very big part in this world. And the whole world is made of these different parts. Then problems that are solved, solutions you provide that make the world better is part of what you live. And of course, being an inspirational example, the proof that others too can fully unleash what is within them. And we are here also to be torch bearers, to be light bearers. Remember, they said you cannot have light, and in the Bible, you cannot have light, then put it under a basket, hide it. Light is for shining. Let your light be on top. Let people see it. And it's why I can now courageously sit here and tell you that the highest knowledge is knowing your oneness with God, with the Almighty, with the Allah, that which you call the Great Spirit, and oneness with everybody else. And we are always exhibiting. And all the great knowledge is within. When you go within and see the unseen, see things that are not yet as if they are, and then you can bring them into being. It is the greatest knowledge, and we are here to help you also reach this realization, to be realized, to know the truth, the absolute truth, and live it, so that we can bring out the potential of the true source where we come from, which we are part of, because we are all the jolly great ancient of days. We are all that. We are all that which you call God. We are all that which you call great spirit. We come from that great spirit, and then we disperse and go back. And this game, you have to come and make sure you bring enough so that you can raise higher, 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 and keep bringing glory of the Father, so that when you finally go, your grave, which will certainly be there, will not contain only your bodies of the soil you found here on earth, but everything valuable that was already given within your life that you helped to bring here. So in terms of your next steps forward, to begin unlocking your potential today, acknowledge that there is more within you than you have expressed so far. There is always more. Otherwise, you will not be needed in this world. Identify one dormant gift or dream you have neglected. You can go within, look through your life from whatever you can remember. What is one gift that you have, or something that you can do that you're not doing? Is it playing the guitar, the piano? Is it, showing love to people, calling people and giving them empathy? What is it that lies dormant within you that you might have neglected? Take one small action within 24 hours to achieve it. Do something about it. If it's writing, start writing the first sentence. We usually tell people the most important, there was that question, what is the most important step in becoming a great selling author or a #1 selling author? It is writing the first word. Many of us want to write a whole book without even writing one word. So take those small steps within as much short time, like 24 hours. Share your intention with someone who will hold you accountable. It helps. That's why we're in this world together. It helps to get whether it's a brother or a sister, a colleague, or a mentor, someone who you can tell and you can do. I have had to grow in this. When I started having these visions about the truth and all this unfoldment, it was hard among all my people to tell them and they understand. Even now, it's still not easy. But until we got to a level where my wife and my daughter started, encouraging me and my son to really do these sessions so that we share with people. It's good. I developed all these sessions, kept them. They have been there. It's now that I'm getting to that level where I can bring out this so that there is an organized series of these lessons that I'm also outputting in my own language, in the way I've been shown, so that you can see. And you can schedule regular time for developing this potential, which is partly, I'm also now developing my potential to go within, to get more knowledge from the Father and be able to communicate it. So don't wait for perfect conditions. They never come. Start with what you have, where you are right now, and bring this out. And the time to bring out this potential is now, because we want that potential to become. While we are still breathing, there is still time to release what has been put within you. But the time you have is limited. Sometimes this does not sound good. None of us is going to live here forever. Even if you live 200 years, you still are going to go. So the most tragic thing in this world is not death, but lives that never began to reach their potential. They never left the starting blocks of possibility. And I want to believe you're not part of those. So your potential is too valuable to remain buried. Your gifts are needed in this world, brothers and sisters. So the treasure within you, you are meant to be, is meant within you is meant to be shared, not carried to the grave, not to take it away back to the unseen, and then we start a process as if you never lived. Don't add to the treasures in the cemetery only. Please die empty. Die empty. Bring out whatever it is that has been put in you for the good of the world. Thank you. Thank you for this attention that you have given me. You have paid me, and may you continue to be blessed. May you go forth and unleash your potential.